Hey everybody, today I'm at Poinsett State Park in Wedgefield, South Carolina, and that's near Sumter, South Carolina, just in case you don't know where it's at. This is the historic overlook right here at Poinsett. It's actually on the National Register of Historic Places or something of that nature right there. The little decal that's been up there for years is actually gone right now, so I don't know where it went. But anyway, I hope you follow along on this video and see some really cool stuff. This is one of the 16 state parks that was built in South Carolina by the CCC way back in the day. So I hope that you enjoy watching and seeing some of the artifacts that's still here from whenever they built the park. So hope you enjoy the video. So if you ever do stay here and you wonder where cabin number 5 is at, because they do have 5 cabins you can rent. If you see this little marker, it's getting ready to come up. Right there, that road back there will take you to cabin number 5, which is the largest cabin that's here. And you can see that it says C5 right there. We actually stayed in there a few years ago. It's really nice. And that mountain laurel is just beautiful today. I was trying to time it right for that. So this is the kiosk right here for Poinsett State Park, and this shows the trail map right here. And it also tells you that fireworks are prohibited. And then one of the trails is closed. And as you can tell, it's raining today. So this is pretty cool. It says, who is Poinsett State Park named after? Honoring a South Carolina statesman. Joel Roberts Poinsett's work and travels took him to many countries, but he always came home to South Carolina. Born in Charleston in 1779, Poinsett studied in England before setting off to tour Europe. He was appointed envoy to South America and became an authority on the region. As president of South Carolina's Board of Public Works, Poinsett oversaw the construction of roads and canals to connect the state. His interest in exploration and trade served him well as a U.S. congressman and the first ambassador to Mexico. Poinsett died in 1851. He is buried at Church of the Holy Cross in Statesburg. So there he is. And it says, while in Mexico, Poinsett sent samples of a red leaf plant back to the United States. It became named as the poinsettia. And this is the church where he's buried at. And I pronounce it Poinsett, but you might pronounce it Poinsett. So I guess it depends on how you want to pronounce it. And this up here is like the ranger station, office, all of the above. And so I've always thought this is beautiful. It's United States Civilian Conservation Corps and Poinsett State Park, established in 1934. So that's one of my favorite features about this park. And it's also made out of coquina stone. So this says, building beauty. The Great Depression left Americans needing jobs, hope, and affordable recreation. The Civilian Conservation Corps, CCC, offered all three. By putting men to work developing parks, this federal program provided income and training as it created beautiful places for outdoor recreation. 3 CCC companies, including an African-American company and a group of World War I veterans, constructed the roads and building of Poinsett State Park. Both aesthetics and economics encouraged the use of natural materials as seen in this bathhouse, which was restored in 2008. In addition to facilities like changing rooms and a tea room, the bathhouse featured a graceful open-air gallery or Loggia, built a distinctly local coquina stone. So this shows when they were building it. That shows the CCC, and that shows a picture of people enjoying the bathhouse. And we did see that this was in bloom whenever we were driving in. That was so pretty.
The mountain laurel, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is the time of year for it. It's great.
We came by, what, 2 weeks ago?
Came last week and it wasn't ready.
I was over and see, you better come back when you're getting ready to bloom. They're getting ready to bloom, but you need to come back when you're ready to bloom.
Well, it's been funny to me. I mean, 2 weeks ago we had some that were up at the cabins that had already completely bloomed, and then we had some down here that were just starting to bud. You know, so it's funny how they're coming out at different
That's
times.
just like you go up to, is it Oklahoma? Yeah, I think so. It'll be blooming in the last quarter.
Right. Yeah. Well, it's crazy to me that we have mountain laurel here in the middle of the States.
I know.
And you know, there's mountain laurel growing and also there's Spanish moss on all of our trees, so it's kind of a weird mixture, but.
But that's
Exactly.
And that's the top 5 things to do here. Learn about the Ritz Mill ruins, stay in one of the cabins,
All in one place.
take part in one of the programs, go hiking, or see the Coquino Stone.
Yeah, absolutely.
She tells me that, why do you have it? And tell people my boy, if one says not coming yet,
I don't know. Let me go look.
I'm gonna put this in the car.
I'll take that hat. Oh yes, and since I have to buy something everywhere I go, check out what I got here. It says the hills are calling, Poinsett State Park, South Carolina. And it's also got a t-shirt. I love a t-shirt and a hat combo. So as this might look, it's pouring down rain today, but that's okay. I'm gonna walk over to the boathouse. And this area right here, during the warmer months, it is the swimming area. And they have it roped off so people can swim out there in that section. And they have chairs all over the place so you can sit down and enjoy the water. And they're actually quite comfortable. They're low down to the ground, but I like them. So this is the old boathouse over here. And they have canoes and boats and paddle boats that you can rent to take out there on the water. And as you can see, they also have picnic tables here, so you can enjoy your lunch. In addition to the chairs that I already talked about. It's very unique looking right there. And usually down here, around Mother's Day, there's usually a bunch of frogs down there. I think it's river frogs that they're known for here. And this is also one of my favorite spots to come sit and just look at the water. And that right there, that has to be left over from the CCC days whenever they were here building everything, because it just looks old. And you know, we'll soon be approaching 100 years since the CCC built all these parks. Right now, I think we're in the 90 years mark. And here's my main objective for coming today, the mountain laurel. It's just so beautiful. So even though we're not in the mountains right now, it's just really cool that this grows here in the middle part of South Carolina. So for now, Mom has left me and she has went back to the car. I guess she didn't want to get wet. But look at how beautiful that mountain laurel is. I just love it. It's just beautiful. And I wish it wasn't raining, but it is. So that shows I am dedicated. But I've been crazy for years as far as photography goes. So might as well add the making videos to that little bit of nonsense that I do. So now we're going to go to my personal favorite part of this park. But before we get there, I'll show you the signs over here. It shows the different trails they have. They got the Coquina Trail, the Hilltop Trail, and the Knot Trail. And it's also part of the Palmetto Trail. So this is my personal favorite part of Poinsett, but it says constant mill. Today only stone foundations remain, but for over 150 years, through different owners and changes, a mill operated on this site and served surrounding plantations. John Dargan established the first mill here around 1761. By damming the western end of Shanks Creek, Dargan made a channel of water to power his mill and irrigate crops. Later, landowners, including Matthew Singleton, continued to use the site, adding technology like a large overshot wheel. So no images of the mill survive, but they think this is probably how it looked. So it said, in 1935, the Civilian Conservation Corps discovered the mill ruins while working on what would become Poinsett State Park. They built a new dam and spillway on top of the old mill race. So, we are going to see the spillway that the CCC built. And can we just say that it is flowing beautifully today because it's been pouring down rain all morning long. And this is easily one of the most photographed areas in all of the South Carolina State Parks right here. I believe everybody recognizes this. And I'm only going to go so far, but I will come over here. And down here, you can see all the ruins from whenever the mill was here. So this is what's left over of the mill. And all that water just cascades right on down. And there's actually a nice little trail back there, but I'm not going to walk that today. Isn't that beautiful? They really knew what they were doing back then. So if it was 1934, 1935, so this thing is roughly 87, 88 years old. And you can see the steam is coming up. Oh, I love this. I love this. I don't know what the temperature is right now, but it was 53 degrees a while ago. So Mom's already in the car, so I'm having to be my own camera woman today, so I'm gonna have to see how this is turning out. That trail's a little grown up today, but it's so pretty back there. And then you can see the ruins from over here and the spillway. There's up close and personal with the ruins right there. I just found this beautiful little walk right here also. And it's got Lexi Sparkles, named McCarthy, 2011 to 2021 on the back. Very beautiful. Ooh, it's pretty over there, Mountain Laurel in the woods. So this is another view of the little lake or pond. I think it's a pond that's here. I've got my notes in the car, so I'll cover that at the end. Anyway, there's a look at it. So they also have a playground over there, and there's a bathroom over there behind that. And to the left over there is a picnic shelter. And this place is really hopping on the weekend. So today is Monday. It's the day after Easter. So it's April 18th, 2022. And we basically have the place to ourselves. Which it is raining though, so that could be another factor why people are not here. And that's the famous South Carolina State Park trucks. Every single park has those kind of trucks. And there's also a bathroom here. This is probably the most popular bathroom out of all of them. And I also like the fact that you can see the CCC logo up here. So there's also different colors of Mountain Laurel, like the one I showed a few minutes ago was pink, and this one is white. And this is right here at the parking lot. You don't even have to walk that far to see it. And I think it's already starting to rain again. So this is where this handy dandy Ultimate Outsider umbrella that we got a few years ago comes in really good. Can't get us up close and personal as I want to with that, but it'll have to do. So this right here shows the different trails. You got the Palmetto Trail, the Scout Loop, the Whippoorwill, the Swamp Fox, and the Kawasaki, or however you pronounce that.
It just has a walking trails on it.
They painted it since we came. So this is cabin number 5, and they've actually painted it since we came, and the ranger said we could drive back here. But that is a very nice cabin right there. So I highly suggest staying in there. They've got a huge bathroom, a couple of bedrooms. They got bunk beds. They got a TV. This is the only one that has a TV at this park, not unless they've upgraded the other 4. A beautiful kitchen, a nice fireplace, a beautiful back porch back there, a swing, beautiful views. Highly, highly, highly recommend staying in this cabin. So that's my review of it. Yeah, that's pretty.
In fact, he said the ones around the cabins up here was already blown.
Well, this is the campground in this direction. The cabins are on another road.
So what?
Might as well. Not show everything. Might as well show you everything. So this coming up is the campground.
You can drive all the way to it.
Looks like, yeah.
Did you start?
Yeah, so it must be further up. We're not doing the whole campground. We also have a primitive campground if that's your thing. I am 100% cabin girl myself. And so now we just left the campground, so we're getting ready to go look at the overlook. All right, so earlier in the video, I talked about this right here. So obviously I was standing there at the same time I'm doing this video, but I had to open up the videos because I had not done my intro. So anyway, this right here was built back by the CCC way back in the day, and you can tell that it's made out of the coquino stone and everything. And they did have a sign up here, and you can see where it was at. It was right there. So I don't know if somebody stole that or what happened to it. They probably did. You know how people are, unfortunately. But anyway, what this park is known for, it is the mountains of the Midlands. So if you look at that view right there, it's basically like you can see Columbia. And it almost looks like we're in the mountains. So you got the mountains of the Midlands. And a lot of people have extra names in this place up here. This person right here is obviously proud of their name. It's over there and over here. Good Lord have mercy. And I don't know why people have to do that. I mean, it's obvious that you were here. There's no sense in doing that to anything. And that's a beautiful piece of architecture structure right there that's still standing. Even the people have wrote all over it and in it. So this over here, I guess this might be back from in the day. But anyway, I found it pretty cool whenever I saw it the last time I was here. And obviously it's been here for a very long time. But it looks like an old water tower. So I think that's pretty cool. And it does say keep out, so that means do not go in for anybody that want to vandalize that too. But I think that's a pretty cool relic of the past right there. It's kind of hidden away if you think about it. It's kind of hidden away, but not hidden away. Because that's right there, and the overlook shelter's over there. And this back here takes you to the Hilltop Shelter. I'm getting up close and personal with nature this morning. I guess all the leaves want to say hi. Well, that's it right there. It's got picnic tables and looks like a fireplace in there and another fireplace. You can tell that the CCC had to build that because just look at the architecture on it. It's so beautiful.
It's got the same paint that is.
Yeah, it's got the same color paint that the cabin number 5 had. That's not right. That's a trail through the woods there. I don't know if that's one of the bike trails or what. It would have to be the way it looks. Because people love to go mountain biking here. So this right here is another beautiful area of the park. This is a beautiful little boardwalk. And it's really pretty right now because you can see all the mountain laurel around it. So anyway, I'm gonna have to recreate that with me holding the camera because, oh my God, the view up there is so pretty. Now let's just hope I don't huff and puff. One time was enough, but now I'm going up the second time. Look at that. The beautiful mountain laurel up here. That's as far as I'm going. So this is also part of the Palmetto Trail. Right there. I gotta get this picture too. That is gorgeous. Oh, so you get to see both of them. You get to see the pink and the white. There's the pink. There's the white. So beautiful. So now we're in the cabin area for cabins 1 through 4. That one back there is very pretty. It's got all the mountain laurel around it. I'm gonna zoom in on it.
How much big is cabin number 2?
I would guess that's cabin number 2.
Because that's 3.
And you can see the CCC decal above the door. So these were CCC built. And that one is just adorable. That was cabin number 3. So this up here has got to be cabin number 4. Yep. It's got a 4 on it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video, and I'm out here at the lovely park sign, and as you can see, you get to see the Ranger Point, so I love that that's on the park sign. But anyway, this information I got from SouthCarolinaParks.com and also Wikipedia.com. So it says Poinsett State Park. It is located in the high hills of Santee, where the South Carolina sand hills of the Midlands region meet the coastal plain region, and it's also called by its nickname, which I did address earlier, the mountains of the Midlands. So it's one of the 16 South Carolina state parks that was built by the CCC, and it was built by more than 200 men in 3 different CCC camps, and it was placed on the National Historic Registry in 2016. And as you could tell, because I was actually able to show you all the cabins, it has 5 rustic CCC cabins, and construction began in 1934 on the park by the CCC. So the park has been referred to as Weird and Beautiful, and it was named after Joel Poinsett, so you got to see a picture of him at the beginning of the video. And he was a South Carolina native and amateur botanist who was the first American ambassador to Mexico, and he also made the poinsettia popular. It's a Christmas flower, just in case you don't know what a poinsettia is, but I'm pretty sure everybody in the South knows what a poinsettia is. So before the American Revolution, the land was owned by a man named Levi, who built a dam to impound water for rice cultivation. Levi's mill pond was later used to power a mill. Ruins of the mill are still present to this day. You got to see that also. And the pond was improved by the CCC and is now known as Old Levi Mill Pond. So I was right, it's not a lake, it is a pond. I couldn't remember what I wrote, because I wrote this the other day, because I came last week and this is where I actually had the car problem at, and I just drove through, saw the mountain laurel was not ready. I said, well, you know what, it'll be ready next week, so we came back this week. So in 1813 and 1814, the land was deeded to 2 members of the Singleton family. The most well-known Singleton family member was Angelica Singleton Van Buren, who was First Lady of the U.S. Later on, Sumter County donated 1,000 acres for the park, and it opened in 1936. And many of the CCC built buildings are still in use today, which is also known for its coquina rock, and it was used in the building of many of the buildings. So anyway, right there was also built by the CCC. And in some of the cabins, which I've only ever stayed in one of the cabins, so I can't say some of them, but anyway, one of them, it actually has pictures of people sitting out here way back in the day. And it's just nice to know that things of the past are still here for the present, and that we still get to enjoy them all these years later. So anyway, this is Poinsett State Park, Poinsett, however you would like to pronounce it. I pronounce it Poinsett. But anyway, that is one of the many, many parks in South Carolina that was built by the CCC, and it's one of my favorite ones. So if you did watch the whole video, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. And you could give it a thumbs up if you like to. I know one of my friends gives it a thumbs up. So Michelle, once again, if you did watch the video, thanks for watching, and thanks for all the thumbs up that you always do. But for everybody else, I would appreciate a thumbs up. So if you don't mind, tell your friends to subscribe too. They might enjoy some of my stuff and my weird humor. But anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.